Good evening. I'm Kavita Karki and you're watching Emerging SME, a television program which highlights the achievements of such SMEs who from a modest beginning have now become a brand name in their respective business vertical. The first company we will talk about in today's episode is Nature Biofoods Limited. Many years of pioneering work of Nature Biofoods Limited has brought the most authentic organic products of international standard from its organic farms to the plates of all the truly health-loving consumers. Nature Biofoods Limited has pioneered the organic grain production, processing, packaging, storage, sales and distribution of organic products across the world. I caught up earlier with Mr. Tapan Ray, the CEO of Nature Biofoods Limited, a wholly owned subsidiary of LT Foods Limited. Have a look. I would like to begin the interview by asking that what inspired you to venture into the organic food industry?
As you know, we are part of LT Group. LT Foods is our mother company and Nature Biofoods is a subsidiary. So our history goes back to 1997 when we started the organic division. As you know, organic food at that point of time, it was not a fashion in India but in Europe. We being in the food industry for last 60 years and we have got customers all across the world, over 60 countries, and Europe is the one where the people, the consumer, they demand for the safest quality food, which started for us 20 years back, and that has triggered the process. The food is getting contaminated with a lot of pesticide, a lot of pollutants, across the world. So India being one of the countries where we do not have much history of the chemical usage, we thought it's a good way to start the safe quality product, rather the safest quality organic food products. So we started this organic venture.
From the inception in the year 1997, today Nature Biofoods has a strong worldwide presence. So how would you like to characterize this journey?
Our journey started, as you mentioned, 1997, 20 years back. When we started this journey, we had only a very small number of farmers, we started from Punjab because organic is always linked backward to the farm level, because you need to start the production at the farm level first and then you have to add the value. So we started with some of the family farms of LT Group in Punjab, and from there we started this journey. The consumer across the world, they have appreciated the product of Nature Biofood, and so I think the same trend will continue because we have got fantastic partners, the farming partners across India. We are active in 13 states in India, and we directly work with the farmers. So that the entire business is very, very exciting and very, very winning for us, for our farmers as well as for our consumers.
Do you feel that Nature Biofoods has transformed the conventional agricultural production into an organic farming system?
Today, we are one of the largest producer of organic products in India. Probably we are the number one in India and also maybe in the world. We currently work with over 80,800 farming families across India. So with this number, our coverage is almost 12% of India's total certified farmers and close to 8% of the certified organic land. We started selling our products to Europe, especially France, where first demand came. But today, our products from India, it has gone across the world, to Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Middle East, United States, Canada. So our presence is growing across the world, and also the production, it is also growing. So journey is fantastic till date, and I think as the market is growing, it will be very, very exciting in the next 10 or 20 years, because all over the world the demand for organic is growing very rapidly, and demand is always surpassing the production. So India being the producing country, it has got an excellent potential to cater finest quality organic products to the entire world.
What is the major product range offered by Nature Biofoods Limited?
Our history is of rice. Our mainstream product is rice as a LT group. So, of course, rice is our mainstream, even in nature biofood, in organic in the organic business also. So, basmati rice is our mainstream, but beside basmati, we also deal in many other different varieties of rice, because India, if you look back the history, India used to have more than 100,000 varieties. So, now we are rediscovering all those varieties, we are growing them, and all these traditional varieties we are bringing it to a mainstream. So, we have pigmented rice from the Assam region, like red rice, we have got the sticky rice, we have got the black rice, and also many different specialty rice. And besides these, we also have a lot of pulses which comes as rotational crops, oil seeds, spices, the fruits and vegetables. So, many of these products we are exporting, but many of these products which we cannot export, we have launched in the domestic market under the brand called Eco Life. So, which is our main brand under organic, and in United States we have launched again a very unique product which is going to the mainstream market, which is quick cooking brown basmati rice. As you know, brown basmati or any brown rice which is very healthy because of its fiber, its minerals and vitamins which is there in the bran layer, but which takes lot of time, more than 40 minutes for the cooking. But but we have the process which is only with us in India. It's called quick cooking brown rice, and which cooks only just 12 minutes. So, that also we have launched in United States last year, and we are getting very good response. So, these are our product basket, like it is more than 200 products.
Welcome back. You're watching Emerging SME, and we're talking about Nature Biofoods Limited, the market leader in organic food industry. The organic products of Nature Biofoods Limited are controlled and monitored by the independent certification body accredited by the Government of India as per organic standards, as well as international organic standards of European Union, USA, Canada, Germany, Switzerland, Japan and Korea. Nature Biofoods' mission is to provide pure and healthy organic products. So how have you been able to serve your clients, your customers with the finest quality of organic products, that too consistently and with excellence in your organic operations, and also setting the highest standards in the organic food industry?
This business is altogether is a very different business, because organic overnight it cannot be organic. It needs certain conversion period. For European standards, it is minimum of 24 months, and for you want to sell something in United States, it will have the conversion period of 36 months, where a farm will be certified organic. So, during the entire process, you need to have the partnership. So, once you have the partnership, you can go back and you can develop this project, and once that is developed and the long term sustainability will be there, the consistency of the product will be also there, because you can control this. You are at the farm level where you are working with the farmers, you know what your end customer is looking for. So, you can produce that, and every time you export the same quality. On top of this, I would like to also mention, we are also a fair trade certified company, because we believe in fair trade. Again, it is a very special certifications which is controlled by Flowcert in Germany, and our entire supply chain is fair trade. Our farmers, they are fair trade, because we do not involve any kind of child labor, and we also give always the fair price, and our manufacturing unit is also fair trade. So, our export operations. So, our all operations, right from the farming, production, manufacturing, export, all are fair trade.
You have created a business model based upon a sustainable business concept of linked prosperities, combining social, product and economic values. So, please comment on that.
Again, you are absolutely right, because our business is sustainable. So, to make this sustainable, you need to really integrate the entire process. You need to go back to your production, where farmers, they are the main stakeholders. So, you have to give complete confidence to your farmers, because the organic, it is not an overnight process. It needs several years of hard work. So until and unless you have that commitment with the farmers, they will not grow the right quality product. And also you cannot get the right market because you do not have the right quality products. So we are a company which has really created a good business model where we have integrated the entire supply chain, connecting the farmers with the consumers, with our customers. We always can tell that we have the right quality product because our farmers every time they grow the same thing. Because they have the confidence in a company like Nature Biofood, we are their partner, and similar way our customer also will get the same product every time when we ship a container from our premises.
So towards the end of the interview, I would like to know about your CSR activities. As a responsible corporate, Nature Biofoods has since the very beginning engaged itself for the upliftment of the communities that it is involved with. So please tell us about your CSR activities.
Getting into organic means working with the mother nature.
Yeah.
So you are, first of all, you are saving the mother nature, you are saving the health of the farmers, you are saving the health of the environment, the ecology. So the entire process gets integrated.
Right.
On top of this, we also, as a part of fair trade, we also give back to the farming community, the farming society, who are working with us for last 20 years. We have got a special CSR division where every year we invest a lot. We have got a special allocations. Every kilo of rice or every kilo of grain what we export, certain amount goes back to our farming community.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ray, for joining us in the show.
Thank you.
Nature Biofoods Limited is deeply involved in the lives of over 80,000 farming families, bringing radical social, economic and environmental development to their communities. Nature Biofoods, through their business models, has shown that farmers are no longer just suppliers of a raw commodity, but can be true partners in the business operations. Here we'll take a short break. Lots more on the other side. Stay tuned in. Intrasoft Technologies is IT-enabled company listed in BSE and NSE. Intrasoft believes in empowering people and in turn empowering society through the power of the internet and technology. Operated developed by Intrasoft Technologies, 123stores.com is a multi-channel e-commerce retail platform with a strong technology backbone that primarily serves the US market. Based on its partnerships with different marketplaces, Intrasoft is able to reach almost 95% of the total online shoppers in the US. Our correspondent Diksha Yadav caught up earlier with Mr. Arvind Kajaria, Managing Director, Intrasoft Technologies Limited. Have a look.
Good evening, Mr. Kajaria. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
You started your journey in the year 1996. Can you please introduce Intrasoft?
Absolutely. Firstly, thank you for having me on the show. And yes, it's been a very interesting journey. Traditionally, Intrasoft has always been an IT-enabled services focused mainly on the US market. Around the 2009 period, we were looking for an alternate revenue model, and very interestingly and actually quite luckily, around the same time, some of the large e-commerce websites in the US were opening up their websites to allow third-party sellers to come and list and sell their products on their website. We saw this, as a huge opportunity, because immediately we understood that here is a technological way of conducting the e-commerce business. And interestingly, when we went and met some of the brand owners during the trade shows and the conferences, we found them very eager to work with us, because they typically, brands are product focused. So what they like to spend their time is perfecting their product and ensuring in a supply chain of their inputs to ensure that the customers and the consumers get their world class products at the cheapest possible prices. And to the largest extent, they did not want to get involved in the nuances of online selling, and that is where we saw this opportunity. So we took products from them, we introduced ourselves, we engaged with them, and we bought their products and simultaneously sold on the large e-commerce websites.
Mr. Kajaria, please tell us about 123stores.com.
123 Stores can be best described as a technologically driven multi-channel retailer. Okay. The word multi-channel is very important here, because when you supply on different websites at the same time, it gives you the kind of distribution power that no other retailer has. Most people are single channel retailers, retailing from their own websites or through maybe a couple of websites, but only, I believe, to the best of my knowledge, only 123 Stores has the capability of selling on 9 websites at the same time. By tying up with us, by partnering with us, they are overnight, they see a quantum jump in their online sales. Most of the people still have about 85–90% of their sales offline even today, but they don't need to create an infrastructure for selling online by just partnering with us, and yet see their products selling online. So that's a big high for them, and that's a big reason why they are attracted to us. Over the last 8 years that we've been in this business, we've actually added 575,000 out products to our catalog, which in turn that means that those websites and their customers have access to those products from us. We've also added 1,800 brands from on the left side who are actually supplying to us, and we have a phenomenal relationship with all the logistic providers. The way we've developed this business is that we've preferred to work with the best brand names in the business, right? So we don't do white label or we don't do private label. We let the brands have their own identity, and we protect the brand, and in fact, we market their brand at times as well. We work with UPS, which is on ground the best transportation logistics provider, and what we do is we technologically connect all the dots. So we make sure that when a consumer buys a product on a website, the order comes to us seamlessly. We in turn place that order after doing a series of economic checks, and the good is delivered straight to the customer's home. So cost is definitely a factor that allows us to price it cheap. So we are efficient, which allows us to price it cheap. We work with a best logistic partner, which allows us to deliver fastest, and we have a great inventory planning module that we've built, which allows us to ensure that no order is cancelled from our side. So these are some of the ratios that ensure that we are efficient, and the way the marketplaces work is the more efficient you are, the higher up the ranks they give you in terms of respect, and the sales go to the people who are the best rated. So consistently, initially it was a big problem for us because we had to deal with so many things at the same time, but over the past 1.5 years we find that our customer ratings are around 98%, which ensures that we are very much up there, we are a respected brand, and people keep coming back to us for purchases.
What has been the reason for the growth of 123store.com?
Of course, on a more philosophical level, I think it's the never give up attitude which has actually gone us to here. The initial years while we were still developing and building the business, it was kind of nightmarish to deal with so many nuances that kept coming up. Some things we never conceived were possible. But I think what kept us going was our focus on automation. We knew that this was a business that would eventually lead to very, very high volumes. So we kept our focus on ensuring that the software is built in the right way, and we never did any compromises, any shortcuts, anything to just do a patch-up job. And we kept on attacking at the core, because we knew that ultimately the software is correct, you'll be able to purchase correctly and sell correctly and deliver correctly. So I think the key focus was on the technology piece, where we focus on ensuring that we took the time to do the core bit very well, to come out with repeated algos that ensured timely delivery and competitive pricing, the two hallmarks of e-commerce. We also ensured that we could easily communicate with all our stakeholders. That's on the technology front. On the other bit that I give credit to is our team. I think our team is absolutely phenomenal. the way they've kept up with the challenges, the way they've signed up the vendors. It's not easy for initially, a kind of small Indian company making inroads into the US e-commerce business. Of course, our experience in those markets for the last 15 years has helped us immensely how to deal with that market. But I'm still very proud and really thankful to our team for repeatedly not giving up and ensuring that we have the best brands on our team.
Lastly, Mr. Kajaria, what is your strategy for the growth moving forward?
The growth for moving forward is, simply put, more of the same. As we've got a lot of, success, in the last couple of years, seeing how brand names are coming onto our system, and, we intend to grow larger and larger. And one of the key things was, the growth can come from many ways, right? You can add more suppliers, you can add more products, and you can also add more marketplaces where you're going to sell and increase your distribution system. So obviously, we are going to continue to do all of this, right? So we continue to add new products and find more places where you can sell. Ultimately, our vision is to make sure that no matter where you buy it from, whatever is the front-ended place where you go to buy it from, eventually the supply, the sale must take place through us. So we want to reach to the 100% of the US online shopping population on the back end. That's our far-reaching vision that we have. That said, we've also managed to overcome a lot of financial driven challenges that most retailers face. And of late, given our good performance and service and the value that we've given to all our brands, we've seen a quantum jump in the amount of in the engagement with them, which has also led to some amount of a good amount of suppliers credit that we've got our way, and that makes us even more powerful in terms of now first technology and now financial, where we are not we use this money to grow even larger, and we don't need to look or source for more capital. So the management and the team need not invest their time into those areas and stay focused on building the business. But simply put, ensure that all our stakeholders, including our investors, get to see a much larger top line commensurate with a bottom line. Some part of the business requires reinvestment into bringing new products. But generally, we feel that we are over the hump in terms of being classified as a risky startup. All our systems are more matured now, and we hope to continue to make top line growth and also show profits, along the way. We want to be seen as a safe company for all our consumers. We want to be seen as a reliable company for all our brands to continue to work with us and enter into 4th and 5th year of a relationship, and ensure that everybody connected with us gets the best return as possible.
It was good having you here. Thank you.
Thank you.
With superior technology, efficient supply chain, and deep relationships with suppliers, 123stores.com has been able to provide superior shopping experience, unique and seamless product availability, delivery, management, and customer service. 123 Stores has been the key element for the success of all its stakeholders, that is suppliers, marketplaces, logistics partners, and customer. With this, we come to the end of this episode. I will be back next week with the success stories of few other SMEs. Till then, goodbye and take care.